Shitty random beer from Martin. Shitty random beer from Martin. Thank you, Martin, for shitty random beer. Welcome to Akihabeera, where the Japanese beer industry insists that we never make the same breakfast for it twice. I'm Eric.
Never make my breakfast for the Japanese beer industry. I'm Casey. Today we are drinking the...
What the fuck?
J-Craft Izu Shuzenji. Sorry. Fuck.
Off to a great start.
Okay, so
This
I don't want
label
to...
looks like a failed Windows 10 theme.
Yeah.
It's like total train wreck.
So there's 6 of these in this J-Craft line.
Okay.
It's made by Mitsubishi Shokuhin,
Really?
which is a part of Mitsubishi.
Okay.
I want to talk about this more after we drink it.
Okay. This is a change in format.
Yeah. I should say this is a pale ale. There are 6
Okay.
different beers in this lineup. This one's a pale ale. They have lots of different stuff, Weisens and
Like a
whatnot.
citrusy cake, like an orange cake or something. Like that's, or maybe like the lemon cake that Starbucks sells. So it's what it
Oh,
reminds me of.
yeah. Like a hoppier lemon cake.
Yeah, I'm not getting hops, but I've been in the office all day, so I don't know. My sense of smell might have been decimated by recirculated air.
All right.
All right, let's see how this goes. So what is this called?
The
J-Craft?
Okay. The J-Craft Izu Shuzenji.
Come
Oh,
on.
bye.
Do you want to talk first, or do you want me to give impressions?
Yeah, what do you think about it?
It's quite hoppy, but like kind of like bitter. Not very malty. I like a little bit more like malt in my pale ales. Yeah, bitter. I don't dislike it. I feel as though I may regret saying that I don't dislike it, but you're gonna find out this is like
You got the beer!
I've been tricked again.
It's not super special, but I just didn't want to... I'm pretty sure this would have skewered your opinion.
Okay.
In one way or the other.
Yeah.
So, what this is a legitimate attempt at Mitsubishi trying to introduce craft beers to people who might not know them at restaurants and bars and whatnot.
Okay.
They didn't make any of their own beer. Each one of these beers is like contracted out to...
Oh, I see where this is going. Okay.
Yeah, and it was contracted out, and like they were in charge of making the beer.
Yeah.
And the list of breweries that made these 6 beers, there was Hideji Brewery, Ginka Kogen made one,
Ooh.
Miyashita, DHC, which you mentioned the
Yes,
trademark beer, they
DHC.
made one, Kizakura,
Okay.
which is another, and this one was made by Baird.
No way.
And so that's why I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah, because I would have been all over it. So what do you think of this?
I don't think it's bad. I think it's a lot better than most of the crap we get.
Especially recently. We've had a lot of shit recently.
Yeah. No, I honestly don't think it's a bad beer at all. Like I said, my view was kind of skewed from the beginning because I knew it was
Right.
Baird.
Yeah, my opinion doesn't change. I mean, I've already said it, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't very well be like, oh, it's Baird, that's fine. Yeah, like it's hoppy, it's bitter. The smell is pleasant.
Yeah. It's a good beer. It's not one of the best ones.
Yeah.
But I would say it is a good pale ale, and it is inoffensive, especially to, say, an uninitiated Japanese palate.
I
If
guess
that was what their intention was. This isn't too strong on any of like the hoppiness, like you said. And so maybe that was purposely what they were going for. It's pretty tasty overall.
That is an interesting way, like this endeavor that Mitsubishi is undertaking to introduce the general populace to craft beer. That is like a good way to do it, like to basically like contract out to actual craft breweries and then be like, just basically like white label it, right? Like be like, yeah, we're just gonna put our name on this, or like our fake name.
Exactly.
And it sounded like they had a pretty good lineup, with the exception of DHC, which is fucking
And Kizakura
weird.
is pretty
How
bad
do you
too,
do
right?
that? I haven't had enough from Kizakura to judge their entire brewery.
one strike, you're out.
Yeah,
That's how I roll.
You're a pretty harsh judge. So you were saying this is made by a company that's part of Mitsubishi.
Yeah.
Right? So like Mitsubishi is a giant company in Japan. Japan has a weird corporate structure. Like the way they handle corporations, they have these like mega super corporations that can own things in every possible industry.
Everything, yeah.
And Mitsubishi is one of those. So Mitsubishi is one of them. So I knew that Kirin was part of Mitsubishi Group, is what this is called. A group is basically like a conglomerate of corporations or something along those lines. So this Mitsubishi Shokuhin, which is like Mitsubishi food things, is part of it.
Mitsubishi food things.
So is Nikon cameras. So
Crazy.
is Kirin beer. So is Lawson Convenience Stores, who often collaborates with Yahoo Brewing
Which is owned by Kirin.
Which is also owned by
Kirin.
like partially owned by Kirin, yeah. So yeah, man, the rabbit hole is deep on the Mitsubishi thing. So I think we can safely say that of all the giant megacorporations that are involved in Japanese craft beer, Mitsubishi is doing a pretty good job.
Mitsubishi's doing all right.
Comparatively well.
Yeah.
Comparatively well, all things
Good job,
considered.
guys.
Yeah. All right, so I mean, verdict on this is like, this is all right.
It's pretty good. It's a lot better than I expected it to be.
Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, I just given the label, I had pretty low expectations.
Yeah,
for this,
exactly.
yeah.
Like, it's a nice label, but it's like an Ayashi label. Like, there's something weird about you're just
this
like,
does not this like label strikes me as like cynical cash in on craft beer.
Yeah,
right?
and I think that's just because we're jaded. Because there's nothing
Yes,
bad
right,
about
right,
this
yeah.
label in and of itself. Like, it's a bit plain up there, but like, oh, that's a nice picture, I guess.
It's a nice picture, I guess. A far cry from Baird's normal excellence in labels.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they didn't pick this label, obviously, but yeah, that's all right.
Anyway.
Like I said, I would have liked a little bit more body, a little bit more maltiness. But you know, I get the goal of this is to introduce the average consumer to craft beer. So right on.
As always, thank you so much for watching. If you liked hearing us talk with our mouth words, you can click the thumbs up and you can click subscribe. And that'd be even better.
That'd be even better, actually. Yeah, we've been stuck at the same number of subscribers for like 6 months.
There you go.
Don't forget to check out our Twitter when you find out when new videos go up. We'll put our Untapped in the doobly-doo, which I don't know if you did last time.
I did.
You did. Nice. You're a good man. I think I did the last time, too, but I don't remember. I did recently in the past.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
when I just did that, I looked at yours, and you have like a total of 14 beers.
I know.
in.
I totally have not used it in a little while, so I'll get back on that. I'll put this in there. How's
Yeah.
that? All right. Yeah, check out our Twitter, our Untapped, and thank you to the music guy.
Yeah. Bye.
But yeah, it's total. So the total revenue of Mitsubishi Group is 1.4% of Japan's actual GDP,
And
which
that's
is fucking crazy.
madness. That's insane.